My greetings to everyone. I am Professor Namita Rajput, Professor in Department of Commerce, Sri Aurobindo College, University of Delhi. In the ongoing series of Principles of Marketing, today we will be talking on the contemporary topic called Development in Marketing. So let's see what these developments are all about. The field of marketing is ever evolving with some new developments, constantly shaping the way the companies connect with their audience. And if you talk about the recent years, the rapid advancement of technology and the increasing significance of digital platforms have revolutionized the marketing strategies, leading to the emergence of innovative approaches and the tools. Now these changes, they reflect a broader shift in the consumer behavior and the expectations, as well as the growing importance of data-driven decision making. Now as a result, the business must be more agile, personalized and integrated in their marketing efforts to remain competitive. Now we will be discussing some highlights which is showing the latest developments in the field of marketing like digital transformation. The digitalization of the marketing channels have actually led to the creation of more engaging and interactive customer experiences. The brands are leveraging augmented reality, that is AR, the virtual reality, that is VR, and the mixed reality, that is MR, in which the technologies are there to create some immersive experience, a delightful experience for the customers and for also the potential customers. Now there is a data analytics and the use of artificial intelligence. The use of the big data analytics and the artificial intelligence in the marketing has actually enabled more precise targeting and personalization. The AI algorithms can actually predict the customer behavior, optimize the campaign real time and provide the insights that drive the strategic decisions. There is a social media evolution also. The social media platforms, they continue to evolve, offering some new features for the marketers to exploit. The rise of short-term video content, the live streaming and the social commerce are actually reshaping how the brands engage with their audience online. Now there is a sustainability and the ethical marketing also. There is a growing trend towards the sustainability and the ethical marketing. The consumers are actually increasingly favoring the brands which demonstrate the social responsibility, environmental sustainability and the ethical business practices. Now comes the chance of the influencer and the content marketing, which is also one of the recent developments in the marketing. The influencer marketing and the content marketing remain vital, with a paradigm shift towards authenticity and the value-driven content. The brands are partnering with the micro-influencers and focusing on certain high-quality, relevant content to engage their audience. Then comes the concept of privacy and the data protection. With the increasing concerns over the privacy and the data security, the regulations like GDPR and CCPA have impacted the marketing strategies to a substantial extent. The companies are now prioritizing the transparent data practices and looking for some innovative ways to engage the customers without infringing on their privacy. Then comes the customer experience. Enhancing the customer experience is at the forefront of the modern marketing strategies. The personalization, the customer service and the user experience they design are very critical for the building of the loyalty and differentiating the brands in a crowded market. Now these developments, they underscore the dynamic nature of marketing, where the adaptability and the forward thinking are very crucial for the success. The marketers must continuously explore the new technologies, strategies and the approaches to meet the changing needs and the preferences of their customers. Now let's dwell into a field of challenges. Yes, what are the marketing challenges in the 21st century? Now, the marketing landscape of the 21st century is very complex and ever evolving, presenting a series of challenges that demand innovative solutions, the strategic foresight. So, we will be talking on the elaboration of these challenges one by one. Let's see about the rapid technological changes. The digital age is actually marked by the swift advancements in the technology, necessitating the marketers to continuously adapt and evolve. Now, this kind of mastering over the new digital platforms, integrating the emerging technologies like augmented reality, virtual reality, mixed reality into the marketing campaigns and leveraging the big data and the analytics for the strategic decision making. Now, staying the currently requires not just the technological adoption, but also a mindset which is actually geared towards the innovation and experimentation, the data analytics utilization. Now, in the era of big data, the ability to analyze and interpret vast amounts of information is very crucial. The marketers must navigate through the noise to find actionable insight and standing and outstanding and understanding the patterns in the consumer behavior, preferences and the purchasing decisions. Now, this demands actually a blend of technical skills, strategic thinking, problem solving into the personalized marketing strategies that actually speak directly to the individual needs and also the desires of the customer. Now, one of the prime challenges which the marketers face is also about the customer privacy and the data security. With the increase in the digital interaction, concerns over the data privacy and the security actually they have heightened. The marketers on the front line, they are responsible for not only adhering to the stringent data protection regulations like GDPR and CCPA, but also for building and maintaining the customer trust. Now, this actually involves implementation, robust cybersecurity measures, the transparent data practices, and ensuring that the marketing tactics, they do not compromise the customer privacy. You have to actually convince the customers in this regard. Now, talking about one of the biggest challenge is the personalized customer experience, that how do the marketers cater to this issue. Now, today's customers, they expect the brands to understand and cater to their unique needs. Now, this requires the marketer to go beyond the traditional segmentation, utilizing some predictive analytics, AI, to deliver highly personalized content, recommendations and also the services. Now, this becomes a challenge lies in actually achieving the personalization at the scale and creating the individual experiences that enhance the engagement and loyalty without being perceived as intrusive. Now comes the concept of global marketing complexities. As the business expand globally, they face the challenge of tailoring their marketing efforts to diverse international audience. Now, this includes overcoming the language barriers, understanding the cultural nuances and navigating varying regulatory environments. Successful global marketing strategies are those that achieve a balance between the global consistency and the local relevance, resonating with the audience in a culturally sensitive and impactful manner. Now, changing the consumer behavior. The digital revolution has actually transformed how the consumers interact with the brands, access the information and making the purchasing decisions. The marketers, they must keep a pace with these challenges, which include the rise of mobile commerce, expectation of a demand services and influence of the social media on the buying behavior. Adapting to these shifts require a deep understanding of the consumer journey and the flexibility to adjust the marketing strategies in the real time. Then comes immense challenge of the concept called sustainable and ethical marketing. Now, increasing consumers are actually aligning their purchasing decisions with their values, favoring the brands, and demonstrate a commitment to sustainability and the ethical practices. Now, this particular shift demands marketers to integrate these principles into their brand narratives, operations, and the product offerings. The challenge lies in authentically communicating these efforts, avoiding greenwashing, and making a genuine impact. Now comes the concept of blurring lines on the social media. The convergence of personal and professional content on the social media platforms presents a unique challenge. The marketers must navigate this blurred landscape very carefully, crafting content that is very authentic and engaging yet respectful of the platform's informal nature. Now, this involves a strategic approach to the content creation that builds the brand identity without compromising the personal touch that makes the social media interactions very valuable. Another challenge what we are talking about in the contemporary era of today is the marketing saturation. In many industries, the markets are becoming increasingly crowded, making it very difficult for the brands to stand out. And of course, this saturation requires the marketer to think creatively, identifying the untapped niches, innovating the new products or the services, and crafting the compelling value propositions that distinguish their brand from the competitors. Now comes the challenge of artificial intelligence integration. Yes, we are talking about modern day challenge. The AI, which is a buzzword, offers a transformative potential for the marketing. From automating the routine task to enabling more sophisticated targeting and personalization. The challenge for the marketer is to leverage AI in a way that enhances the customer experience without sacrificing the human element of creativity, empathy that are very crucial for the brand connection. Now, the next most important challenge what the marketers face is ad blocking technologies. The prevalence of ad blocking software has actually forced the marketers to rethink some traditional advertising methods. And this particular challenge calls for a shift towards the content-driven strategy like inbound marketing, native advertising and influencers to engage audience in more subtle and value-added ways. Then comes the challenge of the fragmented audience. The diversification of the media channels and digital platforms has actually fragmented the audience, making it very harder to reach them through a single line medium. The marketers must deploy a multi-channel, omni-channel strategy, ensuring a very consistent messaging, branding across the platforms while tailoring the content to the unique characteristics and the preferences of the each channel audience. Then comes the concept of building the brand loyalty. This is most important channel that how the brand loyalty is to be built, and in the competitive market, cultivating a brand loyalty is a most challenging job than ever. The brands must deliver exceptional customer experiences, consistently meet or exceed the expectations, and engage the customers through personalized communication and the loyalty programs. Now, this requires a deep understanding of the customer needs and a commitment to deliver the value beyond the product or the service itself. Then comes the content creation in the digital space. The digital space is inundated with the content, making it increasingly difficult to capture the attention. The marketer must create the content that is not only relevant and engaging, but also optimized for the search engines and tailored to the preferences of the target audience. Now, all these things require actually a very strategic approach to the content creation, which is focusing on the quality, focusing on the relevance, and focusing on the differentiation. Another important challenge, what we see in the contemporary world of today, is navigating the regulatory changes. The marketing landscape is a subject to the ongoing regulatory changes, particularly concerning the digital marketing, privacy, and the data protection. The marketers, they must stay informed about these changes, adapting their practices to remain compliant while still engaging effectively with their audience. So, this involves a careful balancing act between the innovation and the adherence to the legal and the ethical standards. Now, addressing these challenges demand a blend of creativity, strategic insight, and a commitment to continuous learning and adaptation. The marketers who successfully navigate these issues can actually create a meaningful connections with their audience, building a lasting brand loyalty and drive the business growth in the dynamic 21st century marketplace. Now, let's talk about a sustainable marketing. Sustainable marketing represents a paradigm shift in the approach the business take towards the growth and engagement with their target markets. It transcends the traditional focus on profitability to include a comprehensive consideration of the environmental stewardship and also the social responsibility. Now, this marketing philosophy advocates for the practices that ensure a long-term ecosystem, health, and the societal well-being alongside economic viability. It challenges the marketers to rethink some strategies, some product designs, and the communications to actually reflect a commitment to sustainability. Now, through the sustainable marketing, the business aim to build a better world, even as they build their brands, fostering a deep connection with the consumers who share these values. So, there are some two notable definitions which we will discuss by the famous authors in the field of sustainable marketing, further elucidate the concept. Let's take the first definition of sustainable marketing by Philip Kotler. Often referred to as the father of modern marketing, defines the sustainable marketing as the effort to meet the needs of the current generation without compromising the ability of the future generations to meet their needs. Now, this definition, it emphasizes the balance between fulfilling today's consumer demands while preserving the resources and opportunities for future generations, highlighting the intergenerational responsibility inherent in sustainable marketing practices. Now, there is another definition by John Elkington, a pioneer in the corporate sustainable movement, conceptualized the triple bottom line, which forms the basis of the definition of sustainable marketing. The marketing that is committed to the social, economic, and environmental sustainability. According to this approach, which broadens the scope of marketing accountability to include not just the economic outcomes, but also the positive impacts on the society and, of course, the planet. The sustainable marketing embodies a comprehensive approach that aligns the business strategies with the broader objective of environmental stewardship, social equity, and economic growth. Now, this sustainable marketing approach requires a deep commitment to redefine the success, not merely in terms of financial performance, but in creating a positive impact across the triple bottom line of people, profit, planet. So, these are the characteristics which we will be discussing about the sustainable marketing. The first and the foremost characteristics of the sustainable marketing is a holistic approach. Now, this characteristics emphasizes the integration of economic, social, and environmental objectives into the marketing strategies. It's about creating a synergy between the business goals and broader long-term welfare of society and the environment. The marketers adopting this approach, it considers the full life cycle of the products and the services, from design and production to consumption and disposal, ensuring that each stage contributes positively to the sustainable development. Then comes the customer-oriented focus. Sustainable marketing places a very strong emphasis on building a long-term relationship with the customer based on trust, transparency, and some ethical practices. It involves understanding and addressing the evolving needs and the values of the consumers, particularly those who prioritize the sustainability. Now, this focus extends beyond selling product to nurturing a deep connection with the consumers, encouraging the sustainable consumption patterns, and also promoting actually a conscientious lifestyle. The environmental responsibility is another feature which aspect, that is the sustainable marketing, involves a commitment to reducing the ecological footprint of the marketing activities. It encompasses the sustainable product design that minimizes the waste and the environmental impact, the eco-friendly packaging solutions, the efficient supply chain management that reduces the carbon footprints. The goal is to conduct the business in a way that conserves the natural resources and promotes the biodiversity. Now, the sustainable marketing practices are actually characterized by fairness, inclusivity, and a positive contribution to communities and the society at large. So, this involves actually ensuring that marketing practices, they do not exploit the vulnerable population and contribute to the social inequities or perpetuate the harmful stereotypes. It also includes the supporting social causes, investing in community development, and ensuring the operations that are ethically and socially viable. Now comes the concept of economic viability. The sustainable marketing prioritizes the social and environmental goals. It also ensures that the practices are economically viable, which means finding a balance between investing in sustainable initiatives and maintaining the profitability. So hence we can say the sustainable marketing strategies, they aim to demonstrate that responsible business practices can actually lead to long-term financial success, attracting consumers and investors who actually value sustainability. Thank you so much.